cat? Hey, what do you want, cat? Brat cat. All right. Busy. Wait for it to come up. It's so quiet in here. Organized. Hi, Nicole! You're the first one in the group, or in the chat, I think. Or the first one to reach out. Hey, Gavin. Figured give it a couple of minutes and then I can start doing the stuff that needs to be done today. Hello, cat. What? Come here, then. Come here. But then you've got to go away. Come on. Hey. You coming up or what? You're sniffing like you want to. There you go. There. Are you happy now? To be on the desk? You brat. Don't get fur all over my tape. Mm-hmm. Well, I will definitely try, Nicole. Definitely will try. Because there's still a lot of stuff that hasn't been announced yet. So I will do my best. Mm-hmm. Hi. All right. Well, we've got a few people in here. You and your fur, cat. So I have a co-host today. His name is Ashes, and he's going to be in on this until he decides to bugger off. All right. So the things that we have been going over this week, hopefully everybody has their beverage of choice for today. We'll try and make this as quick and painless as possible. There's quite a bit to get over, so to go over, so we'll start going over it. So, just to start off, welcome in, pour yourself something warm or cold, and find yourself a spot. It's been another big week, and there are more of us around this table than there were last Saturday. We've got well over 2,000 people in the group now, so before any of the numbers talk, I'm just glad that you're here. Take what is useful today and let the rest float on by. And if this week has pressed down on your heart, please hear me. You are not carrying it alone. If the worry feels or ever feels like too much, you can call or text 988 anytime, day or night, and a kind voice will be there. There is no shame in reaching for it. We look after each other here. Ha ha ha, Gavin. You're funny. Alright, so the first on the docket today, the clock is nearly out. So file your appeal by June 30th. This is the urgent one, so let me say it first and slowly. The window to file an AISH appeal closes June 30th, and that is the only, that is only days away from now. Until July 2nd, the old AISH rules still apply to you. which means you can still appeal a decision made on your file, including the move to ADAP. The law that takes that right away is not in force yet, so if you have been thinking about it, do not let the date slip past you. Filing either keeps a right that is yours or puts on the record that that right was taken. Either way, you come away with something. And your appeal goes to the appeal secretariat, not to AISH. And everything is built into the form. If you need to, you can reach out to me personally, and I'll give you all of the information that you need. Ask them to confirm they got it. Usually there's a read receipt, so that's also a confirmation that it was received, just so that you have proof of the date that it went in. And Alberta's own panels are overturned about 1 in 3. So I filed my own first. I'm not asking you to do a thing I have not done myself. Which I think is important. If everybody's going to do something, I always try to lead by example. And you are fuzzy and warm, and your hairs are in my nose. Ugh. How does that happen, Cat? I swear, he's got like a secret attack. Hair everywhere. You seem very content, though. Alright. Another thing, the letters are landing now, and here is what they really say. So the new ADAP letters are arriving in mailboxes. They tell people they have been selected for employment services starting July 2nd. So they're really not wasting any time with this. This week, I broke out one of them, or I broke one down. Hi. This week, I broke one of them down for you, word by word, and set it beside the friendly welcome brochure and the regulation itself. Gavin, if you're probably hearing this for the first time, but I was busy yesterday after the podcast, like always. So that's already all been broken down. That breakdown is posted in the group, and it's also on the app or website, if you would. Here is the heart of it. The letter says that if you are unable to find work after using the services, you keep your financial and health benefits, which I think will be a big relief for a lot of people. That part is true, and it matters. Okay, good. He's vacating the desk. Oh, thank God. Ugh, fur. Oh, that cat. Ugh. Hair everywhere. Yuck. All right. Oh, where the heck was I? Ugh. That part is true, and it matters. Oh, I'm going to be doing this for the next 20 minutes. The consequence only appears if you refuse to take part. But the regulation behind the letter is broader. So it allows action where a person refused or neglected to take part, and neglect is a much bigger, fuzzier word than refuse. So the gentle wording is not the whole story, and knowing that is how you protect yourself. So that's why the breakdown had to happen, and it had to happen very quickly. Well, the chat's really quiet today. Alright. So where's my next talking point here? Alright. So another thing that we haven't quite covered, I think we're covering it on Monday's podcast, but I'm just going to kind of sneak in a little bit of tidbits here. So now we know who runs the employment side. 2 foreign companies. So a big piece of news this week, the employment side of ADAP is being run by 2 private companies owned by foreign parents. Split by region. So AKG Canada, owned by an Australian company, has the Edmonton area and northern Alberta. Serco Canada, owned by a British company, has the Calgary area and south. Together, the contracts are worth around $98 million over 5 years. Well, that's a heck of a lot more than they put towards our benefits for AISH recipients, but I digress. So they do not control your money. Your benefit still comes from the government. What they run is the assessment, the plan, and the referrals to job agencies. So they're just a middleman that's being paid a hell of a lot of money to refer us to agencies that are already established in this province. Funny how that works. I posted a full breakdown of both companies in the group this week, including Serco's documented record. so you can know who is on the other end of the phone. And if you have already been told to join a meeting on a platform called Thrive, or that you have a worker now, that is this machinery starting up. If any of it confuses you, and it is confusing, ask them in writing who your worker is and what is expected of you, and keep the answer. Always keep the answer. Alright, let me just see here. I'll probably have to find that answer to Nicole's question after the live, because I have about 100 windows open and I don't know if I'll have time to get the answer as wholly as I want to. So Nicole, I will reach out to you as soon as the tea time is over. Hi, Ivy! I just don't want to give you the wrong information because I'd be skimming it, right? And I don't know. I know everybody is taking time out of their wonderful Saturday, their rainy Saturday, at least here for us in St. Albert, to be here and to get kind of the lowdown about what's going on this week. So I want to be respectful of everybody's time at this point, because everybody is entitled to their time. So my next point here. So will ADAP pay for courses to upgrade my skills? This has been a common one that I've been seeing come up. So a few of you asked this. Skill upgrading and training are supposed to be part of the ADAP employment supports. But what exactly gets covered, which courses, and how much is not published anywhere. It is decided case by case through your individual plan. So the way to find out is to ask Alberta Supports at 1-877-644-9992, and to raise it with your employment worker once you have one. 2 other Alberta programs are worth asking about by name. Foundational Learning Assistance and Disability-Related Employment Supports, which can help adults with disabilities pay for upgrading whether or not ADAP covers a course. And whatever they tell you, get it in writing. I think I'm really trying to get and stress that point, is always get everything in writing. It's harder to explain away or say, I didn't say that, when you have it in writing or recorded. I don't go anywhere without my my phone, and I'm sure a lot of us don't. So I record everything. So in that number again, for people that are like, oh God, now I'm going to have to rewatch this to figure out where the number is. It's 1-877-644-9992. And that is for Alberta Supports, who can hopefully answer more of these questions because ADAP hasn't published it. So here's hoping. So another question that came up the other day here. So what is Stream C, and does it mean me? So some of you have seen the term Stream C and wondered how, or here, and wondered, right? So here is the clean version. Stream C is a category inside income support, which is the General Assistance Program, not AISH and not ADAP. It is for people the government has deemed able to work who have other things in the way, like a criminal record, addiction, or mental health conditions. The same 2 companies run its employment services. So which stream you are in depends on which program you are on. If your disability has you on AISH or ADAP, that is your path, not Stream C. If you are on income support, Stream C may be where you are. So find out in writing which program you are classified under, and if this is you, hear me clearly. You are not a file and you are not a risk. You are a person and you are welcome here exactly as you are. And what did that kid do? He turned off my fan upstairs. It's going to get hot. Oh, my middle son has a thing for turning off the big fan in the hallway upstairs. He's a pain in my butt. Munchie? Turn back the fan. Put it back on. Yes. Turn it on. Please. Don't. No. Turn on the fan. Turdlet. I'm going to have to call my eldest. Turn on the fan. Bug! Can you turn on the fan? I know, he really wants to play with it. I'm going to kick his ass, kid. Oh my goodness. Oh, now he's going to start shrieking. I don't like the fan. Shriek. Oh, kids. Alright, so my next point, now that I can get back to it, because it's going to get really hot in here really fast. So, the 1740 will not cover my rent is another statement that I've seen repeatedly over the last week. And there's a lot of fear in it. So if you are on AISH right now, 1740 is not your number on July 2nd. You are moved to ADAP. Okay? But a $200 federal top-up holds your total at the current $1940 until the end of December 2027. So, a full year. Oh, he's shrieking. Alright, so your check does not drop on July 2nd. I know that there are a lot of things happening, and it is not 1940 across the board for everybody with what's coming back with the CDB and everything else. So, if you want a specific breakdown of your numbers, DM or PM me, please. Well, I have no respite today, right? So it's like, oh my god, my face is going to start melting. Oh, he's still shrieking. Alright. Gavin, you need the C stream again. So, what it basically covers is people with a criminal record, addiction, or mental health conditions who are unable to find work because of those issues, but who are not on income support. Munchie, calm, kid. Hey, you're okay. Go play with your Switch. Yes. Oh. For a kid that's nonverbal, he's really good at arguing. I wonder who he gets that from. Me, most definitely. Oh, that kid. Alright, so back to the 1740 thing. Okay, so we have been told that we're getting a $200 top-up. I know that that's just shiny, fancy words the government likes to use to seem really helpful with people. They're not doing the $200 top-up. The federal government is. And the provincial government is clawing back that top-up off of our AISH. Or ADAP or whatever, because this isn't going to stop. Oh, that kid. So, we aren't getting a top-up in the way of, you know, it being visually on our AISH checks. So, I guess that's the biggest takeaway from that. Where is it here? Okay, no fighting, please. I've got Snicker baskets happening upstairs, and they're bugging their brother. Oh my goodness. Alright. So, if people need that broken down a little bit more, as to what their numbers look like, PM or DM me depending on what the acronym for private messaging is, or direct messaging is this week. Do that, and I'll break down your numbers for you as best I can with the information that I have. So where is it here? So one more number before it shows what work would have to do for you, okay? So one economist found that a person on ADAP would have to work 39 hours a week at minimum wage just to match what they had on AISH. Now, we're going to sit with that for a minute because I'm going to go chase kids upstairs really quick. upstairs freaking out because you want chocolate milk, and the chocolate milk's downstairs. Well, come on then. Come on then. You still have chocolate milk in there. Look it, right there. Grab it. There you go. It's not frozen, you're fine. It's just cold. Like it's supposed to be. There you go. There. Now relax, kid. You're good. You're safe. Oy vey. Hello, I'm back. Oh my goodness. Oh no, it's fine. My middle son is nonverbal autistic. I call him my feral child. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but $100 isn't going to buy her a lot of votes, George. Not with the shit she's doing. Oh, it's all good. He was upset because he's thirsty, right? And I think he was under the impression that he was out of chocolate milk. He has chocolate milk and now he's fine. He's just not very good at doing his own needs thing without getting really fired up about it. So it's all good. Crisis averted. He had his chocolate milk. And now he's going to go back upstairs, happy, play Switch, and probably eat more of his pretzel chips. Goodbye, I love you. Do I get to love you? Awesome, thank you. Goodbye. Yeah, no, upstairs my son didn't want to give me my love you, so. Oh, I absolutely will, Tara. I will. I always get permission, though, before I share anything. Hey! No messing with the fan! Oh, he's doing it again. Thank you! Oh, that kid. He turned my fan back on. I'm happy now. Oh, my goodness. So I'm going to check the chat really quick. Alright, so I will say, hello George, welcome to the chat. Hello Kelly, hello Tara, hello Shelly. Welcome to the chat. And I'm getting lots of messages, so we're going to keep going here because I think I've got another page or so to get through just about what's going on and what's new this week. Alright, so why was I moved? Did anyone even read my file? So a lot of you are asking this, and you deserve a straight answer. The move on July 2nd is not a fresh read of your file. Full stop. Right? It is an automatic sort. So if the government's records already put you in one of the Keep on AISH groups, you stay. Everyone else is moved by default, without a person reviewing your medical history that day. So if it feels like nobody looked, that is because for the transition itself, nobody did. The place your file gets a real individual look is the appeal for the reassessment. Or the reassessment, sorry. This is also catching people in supportive housing. The care setting exemption is tied to living in a continuing care home, now called Type A or Type B. Not every supportive setting is designated that way, which is why one resident is moved while a neighbor in the same building stays. So if this is you, do not guess. Ask AISH in writing exactly how your facility is classified and why you were placed where you were. So, because we're seeing a lot of that, where people are being moved and they're in care facilities or they're in community living homes or supportive settings like that. It all depends on what you were classified as, Type A or Type B. So if you want help or need help writing a explanation request to AISH, PM or DM me, and I will get that template to you to fill out your personal information. You can send it from there, from your personal email address. How does this affect married couples? Okay, so we did cover a lot, not in the tea time, but in the podcast we covered a lot on the cohabitation and the rules affecting how it's going to affect our bottom lines for people on AISH and ADAP. I'm not sure if that helps. I know that you're not on AISH or income support, Tara, so if you want to reach out to me, I can definitely look into it and figure that out. Yeah, because there's that cohabitation thing that's coming into effect at the end of July for August. So the only reason why I'm not really covering it right at the moment is because there's a lot more going on than a change that's a month away. But we will be covering that more over the coming couple of weeks here, just to give everybody a heads up so everybody has something to look forward to. Oh, absolutely, Tara. I can send you the breakdowns of all of the cohabitation stuff that's coming into effect for August. Absolutely. Because it is good information to have. It's just with everybody wanting to file their appeals before June 30th, which is our cutoff. We can't appeal after that date because the new everything will be in place for ADAP. So I'm just trying to focus on one thing at a time because otherwise it overwhelms the community, and I don't want to do that to them. There's a lot of information going around, so one thing at a time. All right, so check your letter from May. So in the letter that I'm talking about is the one that we all got saying, hey, you're moving to ADAP. Okay? If you have not looked in a while, dig out the letter the government sent in mid-May, so all of them were dated for May 12th. It tells you whether you stay on AISH or move to ADAP. You stay on AISH automatically if you are 60 or older, prior to the transition date, which is July 2nd, because the 1st is a holiday. So that's how they decided who was going to be moving for that category. In continuing care, palliative or terminal, or have a severe and profound developmental disability, or are on PDD. Now I say the or like that, or, because it says or in the actual literature. It does not say and are on PDD. It says or are on PDD. So it is not you have to be on PDD or receiving services. It's or you are on PDD or receiving services. So I don't know if these guys need a dictionary. I'm sure I can send them one if they need one. But, you know, the smarter our technology gets, the stupider our government becomes. So I don't know if there's any help there, but we'll try. So if your letter has you in the right place, you're set. If it has you wrong, this is the thing to fix now in writing while there is still time. Now there is a letter, or a document, a fillable PDF that I built that specifically mentions that you were miscategorized, you should have stayed on AISH. Those are all linked in the group, and they are all pinned to the featured. So if anybody wants that letter, let me know, and we can get it going and out for you. Because miscategorizations have been happening since these letters were arriving, and they are slowly fixing their error. So, win! Alright. So, last night, a brilliant voice joined us in our group. I want you to know who walked through our door, okay? So, Dr. Lindsay Teeds, or Teds, I don't know, I brutalize names all the time. So I apologize if I said that incorrectly. I more than likely did. She is an economist at the University of Calgary and one of the country's leading voices on income policy. She joined the group and shared her work. She and her colleague, again, a name I'm going to be really mean with because I'm really bad, Dr. Gillian Petty, I'm really bad with names, have done some of the most careful and independent research there is on what this change does to people. So her clearest point is one many of you have lived. So Alberta's own definition of AISH says your condition is likely to remain permanent, and yet the new process makes you reprove a permanent condition against a line no one is allowed to see. So when someone with her standing says that plainly, it lands. So, you know, she's already posted on the main discussion page, or the main wall of the group, if you would. She's doing a lot of good work, and a lot of my research ends up going back as far as to what her and her colleague are working on. So the numbers are there, and they're grounded. So yeah, definitely a very valuable asset to our group and our community. I almost thought that was a question for me, Gavin. All right. So the $100 you get to keep. So a bit of good news to end on. The Alberta Energy Rebate opens around July 1st, and it is $100, and the government has confirmed it will not be taken from your AISH or ADAP. Yay! $100 after a $200 federal clawback. No, still not happy. So the one thing you must do is have filed your 2025 taxes, or you may get nothing. If you are on AISH or ADAP, you may be signed up automatically, but confirm that. Do not just assume it. So, I did manage to confirm through, I think it was on alberta.ca, somewhere in there. I spend a lot of time on these government websites. That if you are on AISH, ADAP, or seniors pensions, or what was the fourth one? There's one other category. We are automatically signed up to receive that $100. Now, I know a lot of people are like, hey, my check was $100 more for AISH this month. You know, what's going on? I haven't gotten my detailed breakdown, my receipt, if you would. Once that comes in, I'll be breaking that down for everybody, and we'll figure out where this $100 came from. Because right now, I don't know. I don't know what that $100 was. I also reposted and reflagged the roses. So everything's kind of back in circulation. I've got, oh my god, I woke up to this many needing to be sent out. So everything is ready to go, not including my bin at the other side of my desk that has envelopes and boxes and stuff of roses ready to go out. So the pink ribbon rose is our remembrance for the ones who fell without support. The people in our community who did not make it through. It says the thing the system never did. Your story mattered, your life mattered, and we carry you with us. When you wear one, it remembers them, and it tells the living that they are not alone. Because someone across a room wearing the same rose is someone who understands. If you would like one, message me your address and how many you would like. Right now I'm still going with the up to 5, but there are other considerations that I'm making because we're starting to get a lot of reach from different societies and different organizations. So we're definitely not sticking to the only 5. Because there's been up to 20 heading out to various organizations across Alberta. So we're definitely getting there. And don't worry, we're not going to run out anytime soon. We have lots. And I'm continuously making more. So I want to also remind everybody that there's no charge for the roses. Not now, not ever. However, there are some really mean people in our group that just simply will not take no for an answer. Okay, when it comes to wanting to donate or wanting to pay for their rose, right? There is an option to donate. A friend of mine said that he will field the donation sector so that it's completely invisible to AISH or ADAP or whatever, so I don't have to report anything. And all of those proceeds go towards making more pins and making us more visible. So, yeah. And yes, Gavin, the podcast. Gavin and I run he runs the podcast. I'm just there. I'm the pretty face. In the group, you'll see that the header of the group, so the image across the top of our group, the picture, if you would, has two halves. So there's the disability system breakdown, which is my half, and then there is the AISH Actions Revolutionary podcast on the other. So Gavin and I got to talking around April 3rd of this year, and the group went live on Facebook here April 6th. And I was really apprehensive about the podcast, and now I'm kind of in it like a dirty shirt, which is awesome. And we are on 4 days a week, so Monday 3 p.m., Tuesday 6 p.m., Thursday 3 p.m., and Fridays at 6. And it can run anywhere from 1 to 5 hours, depending on how talkative we want to be. We like yapping. And lots of information, lots of understanding, and lots of resources that are shared there for what we can do to hopefully field all of this. And the fight isn't over yet, ladies and gentlemen. We've barely scratched the surface of it, but we should start seeing a lot of something happening. I don't know if it's going to be positive or not. I'm always very pessimistic in my beliefs. But here's hoping. Yeah, here's hoping. I think everybody's kind of hoping the same thing at this point. That things get better. Oh, are you still live? Yes. About to turn it off. See, I know that a lot of AISH representatives are saying that it's the energy rebate, but my confusion is that the energy rebate shouldn't be tied to our AISH checks. Like, it shouldn't be coming from that specific income support pocket, if that makes sense. Like, it's supposed to be a provincial what is it? Like a provincial payment that's coming out. So usually those come from the Alberta government, not through AISH. So that's why I'm confused as to why they're sending it through that. If that's the case, it just doesn't make any sense to me. I love that, Nicole. I'm glad that it gives you a sense of belonging, because you belong to this community. We are all one big, happy, weird family, and it's definitely a family I'm proud to be a part of. So yeah. I think that about does it for what came up this week. Has there been any more mail outs? Which mail outs are you talking about? Roses? There's been lots of roses mailed out. Or are you meaning the new ADAP letter that's going to be hitting mailboxes here momentarily? Because there is a new letter that's arriving in inboxes. Letters. Okay. So yes, there is a new letter that's going out and I guess, well, I shared it in image form to the group regarding the ADAP employment services. That's the new letter that's going to be going out. So I can definitely read it just because I have it up already. Go figure. Alright, so in July 2026, the new ADAP will launch. As you have been previously informed, your file will be transitioned to ADAP in July. You have been selected to participate in ADAP employment services starting July 2nd, 2026. So in July, you will be contacted by phone by Alberta Employment Connect. Alberta Employment Connect will get to know you. Yeah, right. Understand your goals and address any questions or concerns you may have about employment services so you can be connected to the best possible supports. Sure. You will work with Alberta Employment Connect to create a personalized action plan tailored to your unique circumstances. Your action plan may start with practical help such as accessing transportation, childcare, and health and wellness services. Once you are ready for employment supports, supports may include digital services, career planning, assistive technology, and supported job placements. Both digital and in-person supports are available. Yes! That's awesome. And I'll tell you why I'm saying that that's awesome. That means that we don't have to go in person to receive these supports. So that's... What if you can't hear? I don't know. They'd have to find a way to be able to do that. So, I don't know. I know that there are... is it ASL? Translators. There should be more than one thing available. This is supposed to be a support program that's tailored to the disabled. So let's see how prepared they are, Mary. This will be fun. All right, so ADAP will continue to support you with financial and health benefits. Oh, how nice. It is important that you respond to Alberta Employment Connect. Part of receiving your ADAP benefit means participating in employment services based on your individual plan. If you are unable to find a job after receiving employment services, you will continue to receive financial and health benefits. Alright, so if you are unable to find a job after receiving employment services, you will continue to receive financial and health benefits. They wrote it, and now we can hold them to it. So, if you refuse to participate in employment services, your eligibility for continued ADAP financial assistance may be impacted. We already know that. I've already been correcting I'm just going to not do it, right? I've already been correcting that in the comments across the board in a lot of our group discussions and threads. It's not about... If you refuse, they're going to cut you off, right? We already know that. But as long as you're participating, right? You're good. Okay? So it's a matter of making sure that we are doing all that we can to make sure that we are still receiving our supports, because it's going to take time to do the reassessments. It's going to take time to get back on AISH, and right now it's the documentation phase of how this is going to impact us on an individual level, on a community level, and everything is key to making this either stop, go away, or be expunged. So the fight is far from over, ladies and gentlemen. Far from over. Alright, so if your phone number has changed, big one, if your phone number has changed, please update AISH immediately. Okay, we are still under AISH right now until July 2nd, so yes, you could call ADAP, you could get a hold of them through email. It's providing their ADAP engagement email is back up because it hasn't been for a while. Either way, update your phone numbers, your address, any information that this program is going to need in order to be able to contact you. Update. Always, always update. Okay? Because they don't have any clairvoyance in their office that goes, hey, I think they moved. You know? So that's up to us to update that information as soon as possible. And always log that call, write down who you talked to, record the call if you need to. I know my phone has the option for recording calls, and I generally turn that on when I'm in their stupid their selection menu. You know, for English, press 1, and you know, if you want to talk to this desk, press 2 through 9. Right? That's when you turn on the recording thing. You do not need permission to record a conversation that you are a part of. That is our law in Alberta. You do not need permission, and you definitely don't have to tell them, oh, by the way, I'm recording. You don't need to. It's a courtesy thing, sure, but you don't have to tell them that you're doing anything. Because they don't want you to protect your butt. Who's in the kitchen? Hello, me. How are you doing? I know who you are. It's me. Hello, me. Me is in the kitchen. You going after peaches again? Probably. Peach monster. All right. So that is the new letter going out. Oh, you've got macaroni and cheese. Oh, you're lucky Gavin's not here. He'd be fighting you for it. All right. I don't want to go over our notes for Monday. So, okay, so Leanne, good question. You asked for your AISH file. How will that file get to me? So they're doing two different ways. So one way is digital. They will send you a massive PDF file with all of your information in it, or they will send it out to you hard copy. Generally, though, they'll get a hold of you to figure out how you would prefer having it sent. For me, I'd rather have it in PDF because then I can look through it and I can analyze it and figure out what the hell's going on. And it makes it easier to share across the board. So if you want, let's say, a friend to go through your file and let you know what your strengths are and what you can push back with, definitely would be a asset to have it PDF. Because unfortunately, being an AISH recipient or soon to be ADAP recipient, I do not have an office space. And having people come to my residence is not a good idea with my 3 neurodivergence. So I would love to be able to do that, but it's just not a realistic thing at the moment, and renting a space is like, forget it. So I am doing everything that I can on my end. Oh, I know, Ivy. I know. I understand the travel. That's why I'm kind of excited that they mentioned that there are online supports available, because not everybody is going to be able to travel. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, no, I don't, I can't see them telling everybody that they have to physically show up anywhere. That's just not realistic. So, now I've pulled a lot of the information, regarding, where is it here? The tailored, unique circumstances action plan. I pulled that all off the internet, last night. I think it was last night. Yeah, last night. But I don't sleep enough to remember what day it is. But if anybody wants to start working on that, let's say your CDB paperwork is sent in for them to correct how much they're clawing back. You've already done your appeal. You've already requested your file. Now, these aren't prerequisites, people. You don't have to do those things. I'm not forcing anyone to do anything they don't want to or aren't capable of doing. But there is help doing it. I am here specifically to do that and to help you do what needs to be done. Because you matter, and I want to make sure that we have as much stability and support as any one person can require at this point. So it is unpaid labor of love at this point for the entire community. We need more people to do what I'm doing, but hey, I'll do what I can. So if you're interested in getting a start on your action plan, you can reach out to me, and we'll just go over what your unique circumstances are, and I can help you build that action plan in advance of July 2nd. So that is our next to-do, ladies and gentlemen. And again, it's going to be very minimal on your end individually. Like, I will do the writing, I will talk to whoever I need to over the phone, I'll get as much information as I can from every individual. And these personalized action plans will be specifically tailored to your unique circumstances as they require. So, I guess let's get her. Yeah. Because I definitely don't mind the clerical work. Not that, that's ever given me away. But yeah. So that'll be our next to do. We're going to be starting to work on these action plans. I can do a fillable PDF for people that, don't want to talk to me, which is fine. You don't have to. I would never assert myself that way. I don't need to know anything that you don't want to share. And all information, personal or otherwise, is not kept on my computer. It's not kept in my emails. It's like I don't have backups of anything. Your information is deleted as soon as that form leaves my inbox. So that is a promise. And I don't share information unless I get explicit permission to share anything. And the only people that I generally share with is the group in general, or Gavin if it has to do with a topic that needs to come up on the podcast. But even then, your personal information, so your name, your address, where you're from, that's all redacted on my end, because that's, it's not pertinent to the information that we've gathered. So, yeah, I don't keep anything. If there's a question that comes up that can help the group, of course, I take that question and I post it with the answer, but the source of the question is never posted. Yeah. Gotcha, Ivy. Yeah, I lived in a small town for a while. I know what it's like. Two grocery stores and a bank, maybe two. Yeah. Yeah, gotcha. There's always a Chinese food place too in all of these small towns. Just something that I noticed when I was living out in Westlock for a few years. It was like, okay, weird. But yeah, so that's what we're going to be working on after July. Well, we can start now, but yeah, we'll get all of everybody's individual program plans written up, and we'll go from there. It's better to be prepared for it, and then I'll get those questions written up that we want to ask these employment companies. Because that's always helpful. Is it good? You didn't finish it. You want to see if your sister wants the rest? She'll probably eat it. She loves roni cheese. All right. But I think we will leave it there for today. So I'm going to go back to my tea time notes because my brain is fried. All right. So that is the tea for today. If your head is full, you do not have to hold all of it. Pick the one piece that is yours and let me carry the rest until you need it. Message me anytime for a form, the wording, or just to talk. Drink your water, rest those shoulders, and be gentle with yourself this weekend. All right? So, love everybody. We'll see you on Monday.
I didn't know what nonverbal autistic meant the first time it came down. I had a vision of my family I'd been building since before they were born. And it was gone in a clinical room, and the grief was real, and the grief was mine. But nobody told me the grief was allowed. So I pulled a chair up to the kitchen table, and I started paying attention. The map I needed had never been drawn, so I started drawing it myself. I'm not a clinician, I'm a mother. I moved 8 times before my youngest started school. 3 children, no book ever written for them. 1 income, 1 set of hands. That's why I'm fighting my fight. Bring your grief and bring your name. Fight my fight. Bring your grief and bring your name. Fight my fight. I was raised by someone whose needs were the weather and mine were the storm she could blame. So I learned to write it down. I learned that reality is the one thing that can't be gaslit. The notebook, the witness, the pen, that's the only thing I trusted then. What I would not become was a mother who told a child, you're too sensitive, you're too much. My children's experience was never gonna be the problem. That I decided early, that I decided firmly. I'm not a clinician, I'm a mother. I moved 8 times before my youngest started school. 3 children, no book ever written for them. 1 income, 1 set of hands. That's why I'm fighting my fight. Bring your grief and bring your name. Fight my fight. Bring your grief and bring your name. Fight my fight. What's gonna be left when my kids enter the system? What's gonna happen when I'm no longer here to speak? That's the question, that's the fight. That's the reason I document, that's why I write. I don't know that I'll see the change in my lifetime, but that's not why I'm doing what I'm doing. I am not a saint, I am not a soldier. I am one woman who decided my children's reality was valid. Always gonna be worth understanding, always gonna be worth the record. Always, always, always. I'm not a clinician, I'm a mother. I'm the record keeper, I'm the one who stayed. 3 children, no book ever written for them. The mother I had to become. Bring your grief. Bring your grief, bring your name.